Have you ever heard somebody called the salt of the earth? Do you ever wonder where that phrase came from or what it means? I'm John Stange, and today we're going to be looking at Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, which says this: "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet." Now, these are the words of Jesus in Matthew chapter 5. It's part of his Sermon on the Mount. And Jesus begins this particular verse with a powerful declaration. He says, "You are the salt of the earth." Now, this statement wasn't said as necessarily a compliment. It was actually meant to be more of a commissioning. In ancient times, when you look at how salt was used during that particular era, salt actually had a significant value. It was used for a variety of purposes. They didn't have refrigeration like we have, and so it was used as a food preservative. But it would also add flavor to bland meals, and it even served in ceremonial and covenantal purposes in Jewish life. And so when Jesus in this passage called his followers the salt of the earth, he was saying, your presence in this world matters. You have a purpose, and then this is what that purpose happens to be. So as salt preserves, since that's one of its functions, as salt preserves, Christians are actually meant to stand against the moral and spiritual decay that we see taking place in this world. Through the Spirit-empowered way that we live, which is marked by love, it's marked by truth, it's marked by justice, it's marked by mercy, we actually become a preserving influence in this world. By God's grace, we live out kingdom values in the midst of a culture that often opposes them. We point to Christ not only with our words, but also with our character, our compassion, our deeds, all of these things. But we also know that salt enhances flavor. And when you think about this analogy here that Jesus is using in this commission, he's basically saying in the same way, believers, just like salt enhances flavor, believers bring out the beauty of life by reflecting the goodness of God. Our joy, our kindness, our peace, our hope, all of these things should flavor every room that we enter, every context that we find ourselves in. We're not called to blend into this world. We're called to season this world with Christ's presence.